Else for general public input tonight?
Good evening. My name is Chad Bishop. I live at 7405 South Valencia Drive here in Sioux Falls. I concur with the counselors that asking questions of your government is good. I'm once again asking you to adopt a policy acknowledging the status of COVID-19 recovered persons, in addition to the tracking of the voluntarily vaccinated to better calculate community immunity, and to do so by working in collaboration with the State Department of Health to do this through wide-scale antibody surveillance. Last Friday, Director of Medical Ethics at the University of California, Irvine, Dr. Aaron Cariati, asked this question on Twitter. Someone fully vaccinated with the J&J vaccine is, per the data submitted to the FDA, 67% protected against infection, whereas those with natural immunity are 99% protected against reinfection. Why is the first group included and the second group excluded from the workplace? In previous statements, I have conveyed both the efficacy and the durability of natural immunity from credible studies in journals ranging from Science to Cell. We are now told by the CDC director that the fully vaccinated can both experience breakthrough cases and continue to transmit the D variant to others, while the Israeli data confirms this and informs us that the COVID-19 recovered are 13 times less likely to do so. If I understand the CDC director correctly, why are no exceptions being granted to the COVID-19 recovered? If they are least likely to become reinfected and thus the least likely to transmit, aren't they the safest to be around? If these mandates had been about following the science, how can this be? Perhaps if this had been about following the science, we would have spent the last 18 months actually addressing root cause of this, which is metabolic health in our population. While there is still suffering in South Dakota associated with the pandemic, much of the impetus for the mandates, both public and private, have come from the purported urgency of a constant imminent catastrophe. If the vaccines are effective, is this still true? If they are not effective, are the mandates warranted? Presenting here the CDC's most recent data for excess death calculations in South Dakota, do we still perceive a critical emergency that warrants destroying the livelihoods of our fellow citizens? Building upon the Israeli data, medical ethicist Dr. Cariati mathematically evaluates the benefit versus risk for the COVID-19 recovered, and he shows his work. In short, to prevent one case of asymptomatic reinfection, we would cause over 75 cases of clinically significant adverse events. Where's the work of the federal executive? He may be wrong, but at least this is a starting point. We're at the point where the most vulnerable have been vaccinated or have had the opportunity to be vaccinated. We are now mandating the vaccination and violation of rights to protect those who will not protect themselves. Given all of this, one must ask, is it unethical to require vaccination of the COVID-19 recovered? If there's no benefit, whether personal or public, there's only risk. The answer is no, it is not.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you.
Anyone else for public input tonight?